Tell me who you are and what you do for a living.
My name is Lawrence.mov. I'm a carer. I've been doing this job for a year and a half now. I'm married with 4 children. What motivated me to come into this profession is because I looked after my late father, who was diabetic. I looked after him for 3 years, and I learned quite a lot. And that gave me a thought that out there should be a lot of people who need help.
Before you actually went through this training, how did you approach people with dementia? What was your normal way of doing it before Bare Necessities?
Before Bare Necessities, I didn't really know how to go about with this job, because I used the language I use with my friends and colleagues. Yet, this is a special case. I used to get there in a rush and started doing things, which is all wrong.
Can you give me an example of the problems you faced before you did this course? What sort of things did you meet?
Yes, at one time, I got a phone call from my office to instruct me to go and see one of our clients. When I got there, because I just plunged into his house and told him that I had come to help him, he wouldn't want to see me at all. He wanted me to leave his premises immediately. He wouldn't really want to see me, even to listen to what I was telling him.
Now that you've learned the difference, can you give me an example of how you've applied what you've learned to one of your clients?
This client wouldn't want to talk to his own family. He wouldn't even want to take his medication. When I got there, just reminded him and appreciation of his medals, because he was in the army. I had picked up this from his family. Then when I mentioned that, he was so delighted. Then in the conversation, as I was following what he wanted to hear and what he wanted, I mentioned to him that I believe you like English breakfast, which he said, oh yes. Then I went in the kitchen, made breakfast for him and myself, brought along 2 trays, then gave him one. He was so happy, he changed completely, and he had actually to ask for his own tablets himself, and that was really amazing. Even his family couldn't believe it. They thought that was fantastic. I think his behavior changed because I went on to his favorites, the army, which he liked very much to talk about.
How do relatives behave towards their loved one before it's explained to them how they could be different?
You see, the relatives take it from the layman point of view. They don't really know how to go about with their patient. The relatives don't humble themselves before their parents. They would dominate. They would want to give them instructions. They keep asking them questions, which is not right. These people are in a different world. We need to surrender ourselves when we are getting to them and get prepared really to face them as they are and appreciate them. Be in their world. Then they would really boost up their morale, and they would really see a big change and go along with them. I think it's easy if people have got love with their parents or relatives. They just have to adjust themselves.
How has it improved your life now?
Oh, vast difference. Very big difference. I feel right on top of the world because it gives me a very good feeling that I can go along with an unfortunate person who is suffering from dementia. At least I can boost up their well-being. I feel great.
I sincerely hope that what you have seen will have been useful for you. Albert Einstein once said, "Any intelligent fool can make things bigger and more complex." It takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction. When you start using bare necessities and my favourite things, you may feel you're being asked to go against your common sense. But using your touch of genius and your courage, you'll find that these simple, sensitive approaches will make a real difference. Don't hesitate to contact us. We're here to help when you need us.